Here we have a SAT math question. Let's go over the information we have in the question. During a trip, Jonathan had driven a total of 75 miles by 6:20 p.m. and a total of 85 miles by 6:40 p.m. He drove at the same rate for the entire trip. At what time had he driven a total of 140 miles? Okay, we have to find the time when Jonathan had driven a total of 140 miles. Okay, let's take the first information. That is, at 6:20 p.m., he had driven a total of 75 miles. Okay, the second information says at 6:40 p.m., he had driven a distance of 85 miles. Okay, from 6:20 p.m. to 6:40 p.m., we have 20 minutes of time duration. In this 20 minutes of time duration, he has had driven a distance of 10 miles. From 75 to 85, we have 10. So from this, we have calculated in 20 minutes time duration, Jonathan had driven a distance of 10 miles. So how many miles of distance would he have driven in 1 hour time duration? It's very clear, that is 30 miles. So because in 1 hour, we have 320 minutes. So to know the distance covered by Jonathan in 1 hour, we have to multiply this 10 miles by 3, so 30 miles. So in 1 hour time duration, Jonathan would have driven 30 miles of distance. Okay, now I'm going to take 1 hour time duration from 6:40 p.m. Then I'll be getting 7:40 p.m. So from 6:40 to 7:40 p.m., we have 1 hour time duration. So already we know that in 1 hour time duration, Jonathan would have driven 30 miles of distance. Okay, to know the distance covered by Jonathan at 7:40 p.m., we have to add 30 to 85. So then we get 85 plus 30, it's going to be 115 miles. At 7:40 p.m., Jonathan had driven a distance of 115 miles. So we have to continue this process until we reach 140 miles, because we have to find the time when Jonathan had driven a total of 140 miles. Okay, so now I'm going to take 20 minutes time duration from 7:40 p.m. So that is going to be 8 p.m. So from 7:40 to 8 p.m., we have 20 minutes time duration. Already we know that in 20 minutes time duration, Jonathan had driven a distance of 10 miles. Okay, now to know the distance covered by Jonathan at 8 p.m., we have to add 10 to this distance. 115 plus 10, it will be 125 miles. Okay, again, I'm taking 20 minutes time duration from 8 p.m. Then I'll get 8:20 p.m. So 8 to 8:20 p.m., we have 20 minutes time duration. So in 20 minutes time duration, I would have driven 10 miles. To know the distance covered by Jonathan at 8:20 p.m., I have to add 10 to this distance, 125 miles. Then I'm getting 135 miles. So I'm very close to the distance 140 miles. I need 5 more miles to be covered. So from our previous calculation, it's very clear, to cover 10 miles of distance, we need 20 minutes time duration. But here we need 5 miles to reach 140. So for 10 miles, we need 20 minutes. For 5 miles, we need just 10 minutes. So from 135 to reach 140, we need 5 more miles to be covered. So if I add 5 to 135, it will become 140 miles. Okay, so to cover 5 miles of distance, we need 10 minutes of time duration from 8:20 to, if I want to add 10 minutes, if I add 10 minutes to 8:20, then it will be 8:30 p.m. So from 8:20 to 8:30, we have 10 minutes of time duration. So in 10 minutes, Jonathan would have driven 5 miles. So at 8:30 p.m., Jonathan had driven a total of 140 miles. So the correct answer choice for this question is option C.